Okie doke. Okay, give me your eyes just a second. You can finish coloring in just a minute. And everybody's going to turn around and face this way. Now, we need to look at, I was going to do these in little groups. I think we can do it together. Look at your bar graph. Okay? You can wait for everybody to look at the bar graph and not be coloring. So we can finish that in just a second. Looking at that, if you didn't know what for sure was going on, which one of the games had the most tally marks or the tallest bar graph on that we talked about gathering our data? Sarah? Game Boy. Well, I'm going to write that in red. That's what we're using. Okay. Now, I have a question on number 3. And this is what you see so many times in your word problems. You can read it for me if you can see it. Let's see. Alex.
How many games are there in all?
And you remember when we do math, and gosh, Miss Hawkins, we don't know if we add or subtract, multiply or divide. But there's some key words first you got to tell me. Before you tell me what operation to use, tell me what words we have to look at. Jess. How many what? What's the key? You're on the right track. Aaron? And all. So I'm going to come up here, and I'm going to box in those words. Okay. How are we going to figure out in all? What are we going to do? Kim? Add. How many numbers are we going to add? Michael? 5. Any brave volunteer? Come put it on the board. Let's see. Bradley, can you write it vertical? Can you write right here and just line your numbers up? Let's see what you guys double. I tell you what, flip on the back. You copy your numbers on the back. See if you come up with the same number that Bradley gets. And he's pretty quick, so you're going to have to do it fast.
I already did it. Yeah. What if you already
Well, then keep it in your head, and we'll see if he gets the right answer. I bet he knows in his head, too. What number did you get? Can you circle it? How many? Raise your hand if you got 35. So if we say, how many games are there in all? We've added and got what answer? What sum? Lindsay? 35. All right, we have one last question I want to ask. And this doesn't have to do anything but thinking about all these games and why they're so important to kids around you, okay? Why do you think we have, say, more of this game than this game? Or why is, we have a few here that's not, why is this a smaller number? What do you think might be some reasons? Bradley?
Because it's more expensive.
Well, let's listen. Let's listen down here. Can you tell me which one's more expensive?
PlayStation and Nintendo 64.
PlayStation and Nintendo 64, but, okay, expensive, or the expense of it. Okay, there's another reason. Why else do you think these numbers are like this? Mary?
There's a lot of Game Boys, and there might be a little bit of Nintendo 64.
Right. Mary, do you think, which one, all these games, do you know which one I think is the newest out? I think it is this one, isn't it? Would you all agree with that? Yeah, I think so. Especially the color Game Boys. I know about that one. All right. Some are newer. Any other, use your hand, any other reasons? Lindsay?
The reason not a whole lot of people have Super Nintendo is because it's the oldest one, and some people might have sold it, or it might have broke or something.
And you know what? There's some, if I'm not mistaken, there's some places that will take these types of things in on a trade-in for something else. Did you know that? If they're in good conditions? Not Blockbuster, but there's certain places, because they like to rent them out. That's, let's just say, some are older. How about one more, Jess?
Some are more fun.
Oh, you think some are more fun than others?
Yeah.
I have one last thing. And who would not mind me holding up their bar graph? Sarah. All right, let's look at that word. Get the black. Some of you are saying at the beginning, what is a bar graph? Well, let me box it in so we can look at it. We were looking at this sheet. Why do I call this a bar graph?
Because you colored in bars.
Bars. Now, what shapes are these bars in maybe? If we're talking about geometry and shapes,
Rectangular.
Could be rectangular. Yeah.
Square.
Some of you have a very neat 2 by 2 square, saw it. So isn't that look like a bar? So that's kind of why they're calling this a bar graph. And there's other types of graphs like pie graphs and things like that, but this is a bar graph. All right, so you've got mom or you've got dad, brothers, sisters, if somebody else lives with you, like your grandma. You need to survey them, okay? And just write these topics right on your paper. Soccer, basketball. I know some of you girls do this. Baseball.
I do that.
Okay, wait a minute. And I'm going to stick something else in that I know you girls do. Gymnastics. And let's just keep it to 4 because we're just finishing this season and this season is starting, okay? And this one goes all year. Okay, right, Sarah, you guys that take gymnastics?
Yeah. And which one's finishing?
This one's finishing because they just had them in the final.
Which one's starting?
This soccer. And all you have to do tonight is say to your parents, which one, or your family, which one of these is your, let's just call it your favorite, is your favorite sport, those 4 up there. And remember how we used this for the tally marks? And then we wrote the number to represent it? That's all you have to do. So basically all you have to copy the categories here, and you're all set.